Welcome to Seen and Heard podcast, where everyone should be seen and heard. Hi, Bella, co-host Bella,
Hi.
and we're sending out love and kisses to Chrissy, which is our other co-host. She got COVID, so we're sending it out love to Chrissy. Let me see if she's uh in the chat yet. I don't know. I think I might have to send her a message. We're on, Chrissy. We're on. She's waiting on us, but she's laying down, getting her rest. So we're sending her some love here. And tonight's podcast, this is the last one of the year.
Oh, wow.
Holidays. So we did season 2. We got through season 2. And this is the last one. And it's not gonna be like too too sad or anything like that. We're going to talk about some of the trending topics, but we're going to just leave y'all with some thoughts to think about, for next year. We don't actually want to put out some questions like what are your plans for next year, considering everything that's going on. And Bella, what are y'all doing for the holidays?
We went to my mother-in-law's for a dinner a couple of nights ago, and other than that, we don't really celebrate. So we're not doing we're not doing anything.
Yep.
What are you
The
doing?
Nobody's fit. Well, I'm gonna be here by myself. Uh, Everybody, well, unless Chrissy's up to like hanging out, we'll be talking on video chat or something like that. But other than that, I'm not celebrating. Um, hey, Chrissy, she's in the chat. Hi,
Hey.
we just sent you some love, Chrissy, because we know you're sick. How you feeling today?
Yeah.
You feeling better, Chrissy? She wanted to join us because if she's been at home, she don't know what to do with herself either. But I hope she's staying in bed like she's supposed to.
Sorry, don't feel good.
We miss you. A little tad bit. We missed you, Chrissy, but we want you to get better. Hey, this is the last show of the year, Chrissy. This is the end of season 2. All three of us hanging out. The end of season 2. We're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna talk about anything too serious tonight because it's the last podcast. So, but I do want to, question everybody. Leave in the chat what you plan on doing and for next year. COVID got you. You got a fever today. Stay safe out there because I've heard that COVID is the hospitals are filling up again. And you got kids at school, don't you, Bella?
Yeah, they're out now though for break.
Mm. Okay. No fever. Okay, good. I wish you were on here with your little bonnet. We could see you. You have a little bonnet. We were laughing about Chrissy. We were laughing about the P Diddy revelations, the TD Jakes revelation. Because Jeffrey Epstein's book is getting ready to get released. No bonnet. Okay, she says no bonnet on video. So what do you think about that, Chrissy? I don't know if because you find out stuff before I do sometimes too, but the revelations of Epstein and P Diddy and TD Jakes, the video I just heard though, I'm not gonna play it on here. I can't play it on here because it's a little risque and we're trying to remain family friendly. We're trying to remain family friendly.
Yeah, I
Look,
was
look,
not.
I will send you, Chrissy. I gotta send you this video though, so you can get context of what we are laughing about, and like some of the stuff the lady was saying. I have no idea. Wait, let me turn that off. I have no idea what some of the stuff she was saying, but it sounded a little risque. So I'm sending you that link right there. And so you can get context here. Okay, so somebody else, I'm inviting someone else here to the show. Okay, okay, here we go. That's the link there. Okay, so I'm sending them a link. So this guy, his name is Kenneth. So he might show up in the chat here too. Oh yeah. Okay, so you haven't heard it. Okay, just watch that link I just sent you.
Oh
Lady in
man.
that video, she explains. She's and you'll understand why I
She
cannot
has,
play that video on the show because, like I said, I'm trying to, we're trying to be as festive as possible and keep it family friendly. If anybody wants to find out what's going on with if you're interested in that type of thing with TD Jakes and P. Diddy and the drama surrounding Cassie and all that, which like I usually don't follow stuff like that, but this, like I said, this is the last podcast. I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and we're gonna talk about this because it's funny actually. We need a little laughter considering what's been happening the past few weeks, and then we got this
I
inflation.
can't help but be like, is this a distraction?
It is. It's always
But
a distraction.
but I still want to. I still would read that list. I don't know.
So,
I'm
what
not
do you
gonna lie
think
about
about
that.
them releasing that Epstein list? What do you think about it?
I thought that it was. I always just am like, why? Why right now? Why all of a sudden? Why, And then, like, why wasn't this immediately released? And why are the people given so many days to protest it? Like the people on the list, they have until that day or a certain day to object to that list coming out. So, like, are we all going to be like, what are the names on the list? What are the names on the list? We're about to find out. And then somebody's going to be like, I object for 8 months.
It's
Like, I
all
don't know.
theater. It's like we're in a perpetual
Just to get
kabuki theater.
us.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
kabuki theater. Just like this is insane. Like I want out of this episode of the Twilight Zone or Black Mirror or whatever. I didn't
I know
sign
you
up for
told
any
me
of
what
this.
that is, but for anybody that doesn't know what that is, do you want to tell them what that is?
What, the Black Mirror?
No, the theater.
Oh, kabuki theater. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So
Because that was pretty cool.
kabuki theater. Let's see here. Kabuki theater What does kabuki theater mean? Kabuki is a form of classical theater in Japan known for its elaborate costumes and dynamic acting. The phrases kabuki theater, kabuki dance, or kabuki play are sometimes used in political discourse to describe an event characterized more by showmanship than by content. Yeah, that's what we're in, a kabuki theater. I'm tired of all this theater. I
Yeah.
mean, our livelihoods are at stake here, and they're just making it out to be a joke. Speaking of which, well, protest. I almost forgot about this. So I'm doing a let me flip this around here so everybody can see. I'm doing a Bella and I were talking about a protest that she brought up, and I actually never heard of this protest before. But the people, okay, Bella, tell us tell us what
Okay,
they did.
this would be a good time to talk about. So, on TikTok, on Facebook, and I think on Clapper, um, Royal Star, uh, I've been working with him trying to organize white people into doing something to make a change, like something different. And he's having us do, he's an awesome teacher, but one of the books that is my homework is this. It's called Rules for Radicals. And I actually got it on audio, and then I decided I wanted a hard copy of it. But I was telling Sharon part of what was in there was it's about organizing protests and using what you've got, and how to get people to understand that they can use what they've got. And he used different examples, and I don't remember. I think, did you look it up?
This is the
The
article I pulled up. So this is like a blind react, and the tell us about the what he said about the protest, and then I'll read some of that article.
So basically, he went into this community. I don't know what state it was in, or I don't remember, but I do remember now. This was still so stupid, but like he was organizing within this community and like for black people, and one way that they were able to do it was to go to this fancy orchestra thing, and they bought 100 tickets for people to go in, and they also bought all the dinner for everybody to eat baked beans because stink bombs were illegal, but farting is not.
I mean, it's serious because the protest. What was the protest for?
I don't remember. There was a few examples that he gave, and I kind of think that it was about. I could be getting them mixed up, but like this, like landlords and like the like equal housing, like along,
Okay,
but
so
maybe not.
basically, kind of protesting against the capitalism, the capitalists, and the oppressive rent and stuff like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me see what this article says. So this article says Jewish activist Alinsky inspires unconventional protests set for convention's final afternoon. Now this was July 2016. So Bernie supporters planning a fart in
Oh, see, that's
at
another one.
at
He must have done it
GNC.
again.
Okay, so this was yeah, so this was inspired by his protest. They were
I can
planning a
read
fart.
back through the chapters though after this, and I can let you know
Okay, a fart
exactly.
in. at the DNC, read the New York Post headline. Many who reposted the news preface it with a variation on the same question. Is this a joke? The story, which seemed at first like an article, has traveled far and wide from legacy news outlets like U.S. News, The World Report, to online only juggernauts like Uprocks. Bernie supporters planning a fart in at DNC made its way around social media. Many who reposted the news prefaced it with a variation on the same question. Okay, is this a wait a minute? Okay, the plan, which was hatched by longtime community organizer Cherry Ankla of the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign in Kensington, is meant to draw attention to the issues of income inequality and the plight of poor people in the city of Philadelphia. The organization's actions will start July 25th with March of Our Lives from City Hall along Broad Street. That nonviolent protest march is meant to call attention to Philadelphia's deep poverty rate, tops among the 10 largest cities in the U.S., and to demand an end to unemployment, hunger, and homelessness, money for education, affordable, accessible housing, living wages, and an end to the prison industrial complex. Okay, so this um, this protest was inspired by the one you were talking about, right? That was in the 30s.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one that I was talking about happened like a long time ago. Because I think when he wrote the book, like the way that he refers to people in the book, when it is not okay.
Hmm.
But I think he wrote it like in the 70s, is what it kind of sounded like. But maybe not.
Okay,
But
so okay, Fart Symphony, is that what it's called? I mean, it's funny, but I get it. I get the gist because I mean that's really original to have as a
well, because
protest.
he said like basically like all of these rich people were like freaking out, and they were like, give them whatever they want. They're ruining the play.
could you we all had this. So how many people? Okay, try to give me a visual of this. So how many people was it? And everybody
A
had
hundred.
beans. So
A hundred.
100 people. They
And
all
he
ate
was
beans for
basically
dinner.
like, when in doubt of what you want to do for protesting, one thing that everybody can agree on is they want to shit on their oppressor.
I'm glad we're talking about this. Maybe that'll give somebody some ideas. I mean, that's pretty creative because I haven't heard of that one or the one with the Bernie. I don't remember the Bernie. I mean, it didn't get around the news too much. But then
They
again,
don't
back
even want to
then,
put marches in the news. They don't want to
right,
put
right,
like
right, right. Yeah, I was about to say back then everything was a distraction too, with like the mean
in
tweets and
social
all that
media.
stuff. Yeah,
What year was that in?
that was 2016
Okay, so
with
like
the
definitely before TikTok and
yeah, yeah.
before
So,
things
but
went viral like they do now.
but we had Twitter, so but like I said,
Oh yeah.
it was probably like some distractions with the, orangutan and chief and his tweets or something. So like that would have been funny to read about though, actually. I would have got a kick out. I would have
And
been like, what? Like
there
everybody
was another one at an airport, and I don't remember all the specifics because I was driving and multitasking, but they did it. They sat in and took up all the bathrooms all day long at the airport and didn't move. Like,
and that was a
you know,
protest?
yeah, because all of the parents that had all the kids, like there were so many accidents where they were
Ah,
so like, because there was nowhere to go, they had to catch the next flight, the kid had to go, and people end up going to the bathroom on the floor.
oh no. Ah, bath, airport bathroom protest. O'Hare. Ah, okay. So what I pulled up here, it said, was it? It was at the O'Hare Airport. O'Hare.
That
They
sounds
call it the
familiar.
O'Hare. This is. I'm gonna flip the camera around so
Okay.
y'all can see what it says. This is the title of the article: Borders and Migration. So, did it have something to do with the migration? This was in 2017.
I don't know.
So, this the title
Mm.
of this. Um, the O'Hare protesting airport occupy infrastructures and excremental politics on January
So
2017.
maybe I
This is
think that the one that I read would probably be a different one, but I'm surprised to see that it happened like
several times. I didn't hear this one either. It says on January 28, 2017, the chant "No ban, no registry, F white echoed through the crowd. Stationed in front of the John F. Kennedy International Airport, the protesters were responding to um, Trump's executive order, an attempt to freeze new refugee admissions while also banning entry for citizens of Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. Rallies migrated from protest saturated downtown spaces to urban logistical zones. From Detroit, Los Angeles airports were identified as politicized sites, which circulate and detain particular bodies, material spaces of infrastructure or border infrastructure. Blah blah. So I'm trying to get to like like American City, Chicago was built from theft. First with the pilfering of indigenous from the Bodewadmi, Osakuoji. These are native names. I don't really know. I apologize if I mispronounce. Followed by a second looting of black wealth. Capital was systemically transferred from Chicago's black neighborhoods to the white suburbs via block busting, redlining, debt peonage, exclusionary zoning. So that was by the late 60s, Chicago's black population had been systemically into deteriorating inner city tenements. These spaces were pathologized through a deficit laden language, realized with the withdrawal of municipal services and support. So, yeah, they do that in black neighborhoods all over the country. So, I'm trying to get to. Okay, here they're talking about the Alinsky. President John Kennedy attends the formal dedication of Chicago's O'Hare Airport. It is against this backdrop that the Woodlawn organization, supported by community organizer Sal Alinsky, planned a poop in. Alinsky, 1971, building on histories of sit-ins, teach-ins, and die-ins, Korean 2014. The coalition moved to occupy the bathrooms of O'Hare International Airport. They wanted to exploit a vulnerability in the interface between biophysical processes and infrastructure. So this was so that was so that was the poop in that at the Chicago O'Hare in 71. I will post a link to this article for you guys to read, you know, on your own because this was like a blind react for me. So I'll post the link so y'all can read the whole article. But that would be something nice to talk about. at the holiday table. The poop in. The great poop in.
And for like sickness reasons, I'm not organizing this. That's not what I'm trying to do.
The
But
great poop in. But that okay, so that one was like okay, so that was one of many then, because the other one you were talking about, they ate beans and it was a a fart in, but this was a great poop in. So I mean,
yeah.
Bella. I'm trying to think. I really, really hope somebody listening to this gets inspired and to, make
And the
some of these
thing
boycotts
is like
creative.
we were talking about joy and wanting it to be like light and airy and like it even in even working like toward everything, it can still sometimes be light and airy. And that's what he was talking about is making community and having fun with it. Like
Mhm,
ultimately, like how are do something where as you're doing it, you can be laughing together.
mhm.
And so it is inspiring, I think, too. So,
And this is our call to action since we're getting close to
yes,
the end of our show. Call to
that went
action.
by fast.
Yes, think of creative ways of our protests going on into 2024 because we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. This is uh I've made boycotting my lifestyle. I mean, I am just
Hmm.
like it's just my lifestyle. I get what I need. I don't, really have a lot of wants. So, I
Yeah.
get what I
And
need and I'm okay with that.
yeah. And uplift, Palestinian voices, Black
Mhm.
voices, Indigenous voices, and I will be listening
I'm proud of
and
you, cuz.
and
And your
hoping. I'm
your
proud of you
journey.
too.
We're
I'm proud of you
cheering
too.
your journey. Woo!
Cheering your
And
journey too.
yes, I have a
You're
big one ahead. The grocery store. I am actually not a lot of people know. I'm trying to work toward opening an international grocery store. So that's a lot long. That's a long road ahead, but I'm trying to keep positive because there needs to be one out here in this area anyway. But the way I want to add like a cultural center to it too, so people can get to understand different cultures.
that would
Nobody
be
else is doing
amazing.
that. Yeah, nobody else is doing that. So I'm excited about that part.
I'm excited too.
And if anyone has any questions, you guys, we have a Q&A here. If y'all have any questions for us, if you would like to leave us a voicemail, go to our SpeakPipe link here and leave us a voicemail. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your voices. Chrissy, you can leave us a voicemail and we'll play it on the next podcast.
I hope
And
you feel better.
yes, anybody out there, y'all have questions for us? If you have comments, if you have ideas or anything you would like for us to talk about on the show, leave that on the voicemail. We'll play your responses on the future broadcast. And we also have merchandise so you can support us because it takes a lot to for programming. Hi, Chris. She said thank you. So it takes a lot for our programming, and we could use your support. All of your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. So we have a Cash App, and we have merchandise. We also have
And you
merchandise.
showed the raffle already, right?
No, I haven't showed the raffle because that's gonna be well, that's for the grocery store, so that was totally different because you couldn't hear it. So I gotta tweak that a little bit. Then I'll play it on the
Oh,
next one. I'll play it like I might I might just post it as a short on the YouTube
mm.
channel so y'all can go look at it. But we have merchandise, so with this we will be signing off for the last show of the year. This was a good year. It's a long year.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next year hanging with you guys. Chrissy, mwah! Chrissy, get better.